Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. What are SAR application templates? Scripts for managing containerized applications. Database schemas. Pre-configured virtual machines. Blueprints for creating new serverless applications. SAR application templates are blueprints for creating new serverless applications. How can you deploy applications from AWS Serverless Application Repository? By manually configuring each resource. By using AWS Management Console, AWS CLI, or AWS SDKs. By using only AWS Management Console. By directly modifying the source code. You can deploy applications from AWS Serverless Application Repository using AWS Management Console, AWS CLI, or AWS SDKs. What are SAR application notifications? Managed databases. Virtual private servers. Alerts about updates or new versions of SAR applications. Containerized applications. SAR application notifications are alerts about updates or new versions of SAR applications. What is AWS Serverless Application Repository? A service for managing containerized applications. A service that enables the discovery, deployment, and provisioning of pre-built serverless applications. A service for managing EC2 instances. A service for deploying virtual private servers. AWS Serverless Application Repository is a service that enables the discovery, deployment, and provisioning of pre-built serverless applications. What is the role of AWS CloudFormation in AWS Serverless Application Repository? Automating the deployment of SAR applications. Managing virtual private servers. Storing data in databases. Running containerized applications. AWS CloudFormation in AWS Serverless Application Repository is responsible for automating the deployment of SAR applications. What is the significance of SAR application permissions? Deploying containerized applications. Optimizing database performance. Controlling access to SAR applications. Managing virtual private servers. SAR application permissions are significant for controlling access to SAR applications. What is the maximum size for a single SAR application package? 500 megabytes. 100 megabytes. 50 megabytes. 200 megabytes. The maximum size for a single SAR application package is 50 megabytes. What is the process of discovering applications in AWS Serverless Application Repository called? Browsing. Scaling. Deploying. Compiling. The process of discovering applications in AWS Serverless Application Repository is called browsing. What is the primary focus of AWS Serverless Application Repository? Accelerating serverless application development. Deploying containerized applications. Optimizing database performance. Managing virtual private servers. The primary focus of AWS Serverless Application Repository is accelerating serverless application development. What is the primary audience for AWS Serverless Application Repository? Developers, database administrators, system analysts, network administrators. The primary audience for AWS Serverless Application Repository is developers. What is the benefit of SAR application sharing? Enabling collaboration among developers. Increasing server provisioning time. Enhancing container security. Reducing storage costs. The benefit of SAR application sharing is enabling collaboration among developers. What is the purpose of SAR application ratings and reviews? To manage virtual private servers. To deploy containerized applications. To optimize database performance. To help users assess the quality of SAR applications. The purpose of SAR application ratings and reviews is to help users assess the quality of SAR applications. How does AWS Serverless Application Repository ensure security? By providing IAM controls. By encrypting virtual private servers. By isolating containerized applications. By restricting database access. AWS Serverless Application Repository ensures security by providing IAM controls. What is the role of AWS Identity and Access Management in AWS Serverless Application Repository? Managing virtual private servers. Running containerized applications. Managing access to SAR resources. Storing data in databases. AWS Identity and Access Management in AWS Serverless Application Repository is responsible for managing access to SAR resources. What is a SAR application in AWS? A managed database. A virtual private server. A containerized application. A package that contains AWS Lambda functions, events, and other resources. A SAR application in AWS is a package that contains AWS Lambda functions, events, and other resources. What is the significance of SAR application policies? Managing virtual private servers. Defining access permissions for SAR applications. Optimizing database performance. Deploying containerized applications. SAR application policies are significant for defining access permissions for SAR applications. What are SAR application categories? Managed databases. Groups of related SAR applications. Containerized applications. Virtual private servers. SAR application categories are groups of related SAR applications. How are SAR application versions managed? Manually updating each instance. No versioning available. Automatically updating. Using versioning. SAR application versions are managed using versioning. How does AWS Serverless Application Repository help in building applications? By offering container orchestration tools. By automating database management. By providing virtual private servers. By providing reusable components and application templates. AWS Serverless Application Repository helps in building applications by providing reusable components and application templates. What is the AWS SAR application visibility setting used for? Managing virtual private servers. Optimizing database performance. Deploying containerized applications. Determines whether an application is visible to all AWS accounts or only to the publisher. The AWS SAR application visibility setting determines whether an application is visible to all AWS accounts or only to the publisher. What is the significance of SAR application metrics? Data on the performance and usage of SAR applications. Managing virtual private servers. Deploying containerized applications. Optimizing database performance. SAR application metrics provide data on the performance and usage of SAR applications. What programming languages can be used to develop applications for AWS Serverless Application Repository? Only Java. Various programming languages supported by AWS Lambda, such as Node.js, Python, Java, and C#. Only Python. Only JavaScript. Various programming languages supported by AWS Lambda, such as Node.js, Python, Java, and C#, can be used to develop applications for AWS Serverless Application Repository. What is the main benefit of AWS Serverless Application Repository? Reducing storage costs for EC2 instances. Increasing server provisioning time. Enhancing container security. Accelerating the development process by reusing pre-built components. The main benefit of AWS Serverless Application Repository is accelerating the development process by reusing pre-built components. What is the purpose of SAR application monitoring? Optimizing database performance. Tracking the performance and usage of SAR applications. Deploying containerized applications. Managing virtual private servers. The purpose of SAR application monitoring is tracking the performance and usage of SAR applications. What is the AWS SAR public visibility setting? Determines the size of the application. Determines whether an application is publicly accessible or private. Determines the programming language used. Determines the pricing model. The AWS SAR public visibility setting determines whether an application is publicly accessible or private. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and, if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.